the people who control the media, it's to their advantage to dumb everybody down, to get everybody mired in conversations that don't matter so that they don't have time or thought left over to figure out how they're being screwed over by the people on the levers of power.
Yeah. So the only thing I would push back a little bit is like when you say the things that don't matter, because when we talk about these distractions, these landmines, a lot of times they do matter. They're very, you're talking about like pro-life versus pro-choice.
Sure.
That really
That
matters
really
to
does
people,
matter.
but it has the importance of these subjects in our national dialogue have been elevated intentionally, I believe, by the people that control the purse strings. The common thread I see between all of these landmines and these poison pills that obstruct us from having decent conversation is they are largely and overwhelmingly cultural. Okay? And something that I've learned in my experiences in life is that your culture is largely based on what zip code were you raised in. But from that stems, what faith tradition do you follow? What are guns a part of your cultural heritage? Or have you never owned a gun? Have you never seen a gun? Have you never touched a gun? And each of these different things is going to lead to a very different collection of feelings about any number of these subjects. What cultural touchstones were you raised with and are you familiar with? So this is our culture, right? It's diverse, it's messy. You got the mods and the rockers and the greasers and the hipsters and all these other different people. They're all Americans. And we all live under the same economic system. But these organizations, these people with money, these people with power, these people with influence, who fund media organizations and have an influence over editorial policy, what they cover, what they don't cover, and how they cover it, have elevated the importance of culture. The whole reason these subjects have been elevated and amplified and screamed in our ears over and over and over again to make us feel angry or emotional or some way about these things is because they know that if they can keep us all arguing with each other about things that are very deeply and innately part of us and who we are and where we came from. You're terrible because you drive pickup trucks and shoot guns. Well, you're terrible because you ride a bike and you won't eat meat. As long as they can keep us arguing with each other or hating each other, inspiring us to hate each other because of these simple cultural differences, the less likely we are to recognize that the things that really make our lives more difficult, the things that really compromise our country's safety and security, are commonalities across all of these cultural things. Because you can't fix somebody's culture, right? So if they can keep us divided over the cultural issues, that means we never really start talking about the economic issues.